My name is Tino Schaedler and I work as a cross-disciplinary designer, meandering between film, architecture and gaming. With Michael and Jean-Lucien, we started founding Now, which is a platform and kind of a collaborative to come together for specific projects.
There are probably some misconceptions about where the architecture profession has gone in the last 10, 15, 20 years. As well as you've seen a lot of the other creative fields, a development of designers who are working across many medias. You have people who, who started out as product designers who are now filming music videos. You have architects who aren't so interested in just buildings but are designing furniture.
If you just look at the internet, it's a two-dimensional space, but the internet will go 3D. We will have three-dimensional spaces. I think it's clear that architects should kind of take on the design of those spaces. I had the idea for the Cocoon when I was walking on a Saturday afternoon down Oxford Street. We all know Oxford Street, how manic it can be, and you almost can't walk because there's so many people. And I thought, it would be brilliant now to have something like a telephone booth, which would be, this beautiful black sculpture sitting there. I could just disappear from all this madness.
We're really trying to design a beautiful object, a beautiful piece that you interface with physically, but it's about also the experience and the software and what can you achieve with that functionally.
The Cocoon opens up and you go inside, and then you have kind of a dome space that's surrounding you, which is actually completely covered with a display. Within this dome, you've got integrated motion tracking cameras that will track your movement and will straight compute that into the gaming content and will create the opportunity for interaction with it. You've got display, sound and interaction all combined, which creates kind of this fully immersed digital experience.
Although it started off originally in conception as something that was very much tied to gaming and entertainment, we realized once you have that interface that you've already created, it can be used for so many other functions. If you have something which is tracking your body motions, can you bring in, say, a yoga trainer? You have your personal trainer who's there. You can have, if you like, a crowd of peers around you who are, sort of encouraging you to keep going.
And if you just imagine, Amazon, for example, being fully 3D, we could have National Geographic as a three-dimensional space. A lot of our communication, if we work remotely, works through Skype, video conferencing. But if you imagine a beautiful space designed in there where you can walk through and you tap on the shoulder of 3 or 4 people, take them into a conference room, start a video conference with all the people together. There's a whole new way of kind of interaction possible. Most of the technology is there, and kind of the physical constitution as we've designed it is absolutely feasible and possible. The main issue where we would have to wait a little bit is the quality of the display inside. More of the content, because we would need a gaming engine which would allow us for the real-time interactive display. So that is not yet possible in film quality. Definitely within the next 10 years, I would say 5 years.
What's important, I think, for the Cocoon to really become a reality is, one, that these technologies develop on their own or in parallel, and that is pushed by other technologies which are sort of making money in their current format, and that this would really be a synthesis of all of them coming together once they are mature enough.
In the future, we will be much more limited in the way that we can physically travel. The oil crisis. And in that sense, virtuality and communication via the internet will be even more important. And I think with the Cocoon and the technology that we propose in there, to travel to places, to work remotely, to have enhanced communication, to do remote shopping and all that, it'll be even more important to find an answer to all these issues that the world has to face.